Morning, Jules here. So we've got another Take and Create, another Tuesday, and what we've got, it's something, I don't think I've done this one before. It's an accordion triple tag. I will go away and print the freebie that's on my Facebook group on the back, just so that we've got something on the back. But here we've got pockets. There's different sizes, so you can have two on one page or you can have one on each page, and then there's some little mini tags. So with the magic of editing, I'm going to go away and I'm going to cut this out. I am going to print on the back of it, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, that's me back. So I printed on the back, and this is just a freebie that's was available. It's upside down on there, but it doesn't matter. So actually it's on the pockets as well, but it's on the backs of the tags, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to crease down these edges, and I like to do this so that there's like white lines that you can follow. And when I designed these, this one is slightly smaller just so that it can fit inside. Now it should work, it's just an eighth smaller. Yeah, so there you are. So it fits in nice. And there's our right. Okay, I just need to move this over a little bit, kind of. So it's in, I used some of the papers from the parchment and plaid, the autumn kit. So you can see it's got the plaid, it's got music papers and everything in. And you know, if you print on the other side, it's up to you, you know, whether you do that side or that side. I like to do this side, but what I am going to do, that one's going in there. So I'm swithering whether to put two on this one. Now what I have noticed is, although the tags are smaller, it needs to be a thin line of glue, otherwise you'll need to trim a little bit more off these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one, the larger one now, you'll see it's two small ones and two large and one large one. So I'm going to put the right. Oops, I'm trying to get it as thin as possible and it's like coming out. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking that off there, that's fine. I'll just stick that on. Now we can put one on there and one on there. I think I will just put I'll just put one on each. And I've got some laces and ribbons and things, so I've tried to in autumny colours that would go with this tag. Do you know what I never did? I never inked around the edges. I mean, when I do design them, I always kind of leave what looks like an inked edge round, so you can see it. However, I do like to ink round it as well, so I think what we'll do is I think I'll use the air fryer brown. This is kind of like we'll just go around the edges here. And as you can see, there's kind of like, there's bits that looks like that's ink smudged in, so you can, be as, you don't have to be perfect, you can be as rough as you like with your ink, doesn't matter. Unless you like it sort of like all neat, and I'm not all that bothered. And we'll ink around these. And we've got 2 little fat tags and 1 skinny tag. And these are ideal for journaling on the back, or putting photographs on. You can decorate these up even more. I might put some lace on them, I don't know yet. Now I'm going to put that one in there. I'm going to put that one in there. And then we're going to put this one in here. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? And then we've got a little skinny one there. Now what I do want is, I want and I've just put and what I am going to do is I'm going to put, this might be too small. Yep, it is, so it's going to have to be this one. And yep. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on here. What would have been ideal is just a slightly smaller one, but and then what I need to do is I need to put a hole well, I'm going to get a little visitor. I think I've got it in the middle, yeah, perfect. I could have put grommets in, but it would bulk it out, because if you put one in one, you've got to put them in them all. And this is how I make these hole enforcers. They're actually not bad. I have got some somewhere, but I've put them away somewhere. I can't remember where I've put them. And all that is just a little bit boot page. So it's perfect. And we'll put a little hole in there. Okay. And I'm just tying this in a knot. Like that. So we've got that one in there. Tie it in a double knot. That one in there, and I was going to poke my scissors in it and fray it out a bit, but I'll watch what I'm doing. So we'll just pop that away a minute. So basically that's how it looks. If you want, you can draw around these and you can do more pockets for inside, so you could have pockets on the inside as well, and that would just fit nicely in a pocket. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some bits and pieces on them, because I like doing this. And I think, and this is just it's like mummy tape. It's actually bandage. It is bandage. I just go in the first aid box and just use the bandages and then just replace them, because obviously we're not using bandages in the house that often, so they don't last forever. I know when I used to work one of my jobs, they used to come in and change everything every year or whenever, and that they used to throw it all out, and I used to say, oh, you know, give me it, this is, you're not using it as bandages. I went, no, I'm crafting. They were like, yeah, crafting. I went, yeah. Use this. Yep. Right. It's my little reminder book. Obviously, since I've had a stroke, it did affect my memory, so I do forget names of things like take and create, and so if I do, you know, call something by a different name and I've not edited it, do just be patient with me. It's like I was trying to say administration, and what kept coming out was oh, what was it? Admissions. No, I was trying to say admissions, but it was administration that was coming out, and I was getting myself so frustrated because I knew it was wrong, but it was just the way my brain was working. I had to actually write it down, and once I wrote it down I was fine. It just all sort of like dropped into place. But that, I mean, a stroke is a weird thing. I mean, when it happened to me, you know, when the clot hit and stopped the blood flow, that's that part of your brain dying off. But your brain is so clever, such a clever piece of equipment. It started, you know, it automatically starts sort of like rerouting the blood flow, but it's having to reroute everything else, you know, like your memories and things like that. Although I can remember when I was a child, I can, you know, remember everything. It's just kind of words when I'm talking. If I get a bit anxious, I'll kind of lose it a bit. But no, it's taken me a while to. I mean, I still get really tired. I can't craft all day like I used to be able to, and I don't think I ever will go back to that, because it was becoming just a bit too much. But I think just a couple of hours in the morning is enough. So I've got my friend coming later on, well, kind of late morning, and we're going to go walking. Now, I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of this. that's going in the way, isn't it? So that's going outside. Yes, so I'm just going to take that off just a little bit, because what we're going to do is we're going to use this as kind of like a tag. So I'm just putting some glue on the inside. That's too big actually. We just want something smaller. And I think I'll put a couple of little buttons, because I've got some nice little yellowy orange buttons that will look nice. Put that there. Straighten that out, otherwise it's going to this is going under here like that. That goes in there, that goes in there. I've got a little tag. We can, if we want, put something in there, but I'm just, maybe it's going to have to take this . Is that better? Yep, that's better. Can't have a double knot inside. So I'm just, what have we got here? We've got some little autumn girls, so I think we'll use these. These are, again, a freebie and again it's on white background, but like I showed in the other one, you just ink it on there. I think we'll have a little bit darker on this one. Just and what we can do is we can bend the corners on these to make it look a little bit old, like that. I've got some these are just tags that are cut out of a bit of craft card that was left. And I think we might have a little bit of this. Just cut the edge off like that, and it doesn't matter what label it is. I mean, you can't really see what that is, but it looks interesting. Put that one in there. In fact, we won't, we'll put a round one in there. So we've got the mummy tape there. Do we want any mummy tape on here? No. I know I should use fabric tack, but you can use this as well. And let me see what we can put in that one. Yes, I have. Alright, so obviously I'm just going to put these in separate. If you want, you can put them all together, you know, all in one and tie it together, but and this is just baker's twine. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll trim that off like that. And we'll put that like that. Now, do I want... I've got some pale lemon lace. You can't see that it's pale lemon lace here. But I think I don't know, I don't think it needs it. I mean, that'll just go in A. And you can put it in this one like that. Those aren't big enough. Have a look. And these are our one-page wonders. So no, it wouldn't go in there. But I think what we can do is we can put it in this one. This is the film strip. Yep, you could even put it that way and have it that way. That would look nice. And then put your other little bits there. Where is it? I've got another one. There it is. I knew I had another one somewhere. And that would fit on the page there. Or, you know, you can put it in, I would put it in a shallower pocket. But yeah, it looks quite nice, doesn't it? Yeah. So I hope you get something out of this. Hope you have a go. So it's an accordion triple tag. It's got the pockets, the tags, and as I said, the pockets you can draw around, you know, on other paper and make more pockets, you know, to go in there. If you wanted, you could have two and just make it kind of a nice little triple accordion tag for all your bits of ephemera. But I quite like that. And it's a nice little giveaway as well, you know, stick in somebody's mail. Anyway, enough waffle. I will see you in the next video. Bye.